You just scaled up that. What are you doing, Finn? It's pretty steep. Come on. Okay, whose is it? Whose is it? Oh boy, there's two. Oh dear. Oh golly, there's two of them. So we scrape, I'm not gonna say so anymore. Oh, too hard to walk. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, here, look at it. We scrape, how often do we scrape? Poop. We scrape poop, yeah, that's true. We scrape every 2 to 3 days. It just depends on how many animals we have in a certain pen. And when we had our dairy farm, our cow dairy, we would scrape 2 times a day because we had the animals more concentrated in areas. So, and cows poop a lot, so you want to keep the areas nice and clean. So we scrape 2 to 3 times a week. That would be probably, yeah. So I'll show you what that looks like. our 3 days. We just unplug the goat kid feeder from the wall, pretty much. Okay, it's like threaded through the wall. And they eat it all up, and so that's residue from the milk waster. So we just hose it out. You're welcome. We rinsed it all out. It's all nice and clean. The hoses are all clean. What do you think?
They're all clean and dirty. And my mom circle. Then the water got in this, and then it went in this, and then my mom showed this.
Now what?
Well, he shake it, and then he stir it.
We gotta put the milk waster on first.
Yeah.
All right, let's go put the milk waster on. We tipped over my ladder, bud.
That's okay. I can lift up.
All right. 1, 2,
Can I stir it?
3. Yep. 7,
8, 9.
all done.
Okay.
All
No,
right.
I'm not done yet.
Well, we're gonna put more water in it.
Perfect.
You need to add more water to it. This is really hot. We want to get it nice and mixed.
Now mix it. I'm mixing the bowl. Like this.
Good job.
When the three, and the word
Should we pour it in here?
you pour it.
Let's see. There's a couple of.
Whoa.
Huh?
I think we need some more. And now we fill it.
No, we'll fill it up again later today.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So then we just nipples back in here. Oops. You're gonna be drinking it fast.
Yeah! Yeah! It's a party! Yeah! Yeah! It's a party! Yeah! It's a party! Mom, fish is in here! Mom, fish is in here! Mom, fish is in here!
Hi guys, another week done. We didn't really get as much done on the farm this week. My parents were actually gone. They were in Florida, so I did a lot with the heifers and fed and scraped and did a bunch of that stuff. We are hoping to get the tanks pulled out in this next week. I'm hoping the parlor will get put in sometime this next month. Still waiting on a few things for that stuff too. Yeah, so we're just holding steady and just kind of continuing to do farming stuff. One thing I do know is I keep saying like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know about this. And I've been doing a lot of research and just kind of prepping for when we actually get going. One thing I do know is that I have prayed a lot about this decision and what to do and what's next for our family farm. And I really feel like God is calling me to take this step, and I really feel like I've seen his hand in all the things that have been leading up to it, like the doors that are being opened, that farm wanted to retire at the same time that I wanted to get into it. Some people call it a coincidence, some people call it, you know, God's hand working, and that's what I believe that. So this weekend is Easter, and so we are counting our blessings, and we are looking forward to celebrating what Jesus did. We believe that everything that we do in this life has a reason and a purpose, and so we are just looking for those opportunities coming up. So I'm not exactly sure how this all plays out. It looks like we'll be buying 30 to 40 from that farm, so we will not be hitting the numbers that we had said that we were going to, like at first. Like the goal is to get to 120 milking. We will not get there this year, most likely. It might be kind of nice to start out a little bit smaller, even though it's going to be like 50 goats we're going to be milking still. I think still we'll have a lot to learn and a lot to, I think it'll be good to kind of take that baby step of like not jumping into so many right away. Yeah, so I'm excited to get it going. I'm a little nervous. So I've been really busy this week with running kids around and doing all this stuff, and partly this week I was like, oh man, when am I gonna have time to farm with all this stuff going on? So it will take an adjustment of getting up earlier, getting my stuff done before some of the kids' things that need to happen, but it'll be good. So I want to thank you guys all so much for following along. Like and subscribe and share with your friends. Comment below with any suggestions that you guys have of anything you want to see. More baby goats. Maybe I can explain a little bit about the breeds of goats that we have here next week, or maybe I'll add it in here. I don't know, we'll see. Still waiting on some beef to pop out some babies, but haven't. The longer we're waiting, the more I'm like, oh, I guess it could still be a while yet, because you look at their udders and it's just not quite developed as much as I think they should be. So it still might be some time, but I don't know. Beef are different than dairy, so we will see. Okay, thanks. Have a good week, guys. See ya.